Please choose your skill level. Welcome to the age of the great guilds.
Rise, son of Signa. It is the dawn of your 17th year. The elders await you in the sanctuary.
I've never known them to weave such a bright messenger nymph. I wonder why the elders want to see me. I'd better get down to the village. The last leaf of autumn. It's dawn.
Well, welcome to the stream, in case you were watching it. This is Loom, classic LucasArts game from 1990, I believe. Point and click. Same kind of styles like Maniac Mansion and Secret of Monkey Island. One of the significant differences between this and other games is that there's really no lose conditions. You're always gonna be able to proceed as long as you remember your spells. So right now I'm just gathering up different kinds of spells.
Grass green. I hate that color.
Yeah, I hate it too, man. You know what? Actually, I don't have my staff yet, so I guess I can't learn those spells yet. Let's just do the story.
There's an owl in there.
You're right, there is an owl in there.
There's an owl in there.
Yep, it's still there. Oh, look, there's another owl. I
He's fast asleep.
I apologize. I don't remember where to go.
He's fast asleep.
Better than slow asleep. Thank you. I'll be here all day. Oh yeah, I was going the right way, I think. One of these little huts, these little shanties, is the one I have to go in. I'm looking for the elders. Ooh.
There's the long tapestry. I don't remember it looking so old and frayed.
Bad memory,
The
Bob?
threads describe the creation of the world and the passing of the two shadows.
Oh, here's another one.
Here's more of the tapestry. The pattern shows the entire history of the weavers, back to the founding of the great guilds.
What are these great guilds, I wonder?
The last section tells about the decline of the guilds. There's a third shadow gathering. That's strange. The end is completely torn off.
Have you just, like, never been in this room before, Bobbin? I don't understand. Oh, by the way, main character of this game, his name is Bobbin Threadbare. He is a weaver apprentice.
There's Hetchel. And the elders don't look at all pleased with her.
You have heard the findings of this council, Dame Hetchel. Have you anything to say in your own defense?
My elders, my actions speak for themselves.
This reckless defiance is intolerable. Any secret you share with Signa's son might be turned against us.
His talent is awakening, and the power is very strong in him.
Signa is
We
my mom.
dare not desert him now.
Stubborn old fool, who are you to decide such things?
Enough, Lachesis. Hetchel, I am grieved to see your many years of service end in such disgrace.
My destiny is yours to weave.
Hetchel,
nice of you.
the fabric of your life has been woven by your own choices.
Gaze once more upon the great loom, if you would know your ultimate destiny.
That is the
For
titular
that destiny
Loom.
is now upon you.
A swan's egg. What does it mean?
Something is deeply wrong. That draft has never failed
They were
before.
trying to turn her into a swan.
What is that noise? Outside!
The guild is under attack.
Who dares to desecrate the great loom of the weavers?
This is the work of that demon boy. We should kill him while we still can.
Your name will be cursed forever, son of Signa, loom child, Bobbin Threadbare.
My name? But I had nothing to do with this. Wait,
Their
where are you
spell
going?
backfired. Loom,
No explanations.
Loom amplified their
No
swan
goodbyes.
spell.
And once again, I'm left behind.
Yeah, that's sad. Alright. Let's get the staff.
It's heavier than it looks.
Alright. This is the main tool of the game. In fact, the only tool of the game.
Those are the same 4 threads spun by the elders. They're still echoing in the loom.
I didn't get the last note. C, F, G, C. Okay. So high C, F, G, low C. Got it. E, C, E, D.
The egg it's trying to open.
E, C, E, D. I think that's the open spell. Let's try it out.
I guess that isn't a draft.
Well, I clicked the wrong button, okay? There we go. I really like the music in this game.
There's my boy.
What's happening? The whole village has flown away without us.
From the moment you came into this world, Bobbin, great and terrible things have been happening. The elders hoped that your birth was the cause of it.
Why would the elders want to get rid of me? I'm such an awful weaver that they never even let me study with the others.
They fear you, Bobbin. When the swan arrived, they were already trying to weave the same draft on you that they had worked on me. But the draft turned against them. It means only
I don't know, I'm
one
explaining
thing,
everything in advance.
that the pattern is failing of its own accord.
No. Can't it be stopped?
Stop chaos? The only thing to do is embrace it and turn ourselves into creatures of shadow, or plan our escape.
Which one are we gonna do?
To where?
I don't know. But if we are to survive, we must find out where that flock has flown and join them if we can.
Alright.
You've already found Atropos's distaff.
Oops, sorry.
Good. You won't be able to weave very much with it at first, but as you practice, its true power will be revealed to you. It's time to leave this island, Loom child. Your destiny lies beyond the sunset, across the sea.
Mother Hetchel, where are you going?
Goodbye, Bobbin. I must follow the swans.
Well, this is a fine mess. Everybody's gone and I still don't understand what's going on. Why did they keep calling me Loom Child? Nobody's ever let me anywhere near a loom.
I wonder why. Okay. Alright, so this is a perfect example of a spell that we cannot currently cast because we only have the lower 3 notes unlocked so far. Alright. Now back to where we were before. I'm going to gather up all the spells that I can. You never know what's going to be useful. Just hobbling along. Loom was one of my very favorite games growing up. That's why I'm playing it for you today. I've never actually played the voice-acted version, so I'm pleasantly surprised at how good the acting was for such an early era game. This was actually one of the very first games to get full voice acting. It's definitely the first point-and-click LucasArts game to have voice acting anyway. Alright. Ooh, money. Money, 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 money.
Don't
money.
these people ever clean up after themselves?
No.
Wonderful. I can't see a thing. Wonderful. I can't see a thing.
Now, the game doesn't restrict you from progressing if you don't learn the right drafts. That's really the only way you can screw yourself, but I've got a pretty good idea of which ones we're going to need, so I will make sure that we do not miss them. C, D.
Another owl.
Okay. Oh, I remember. Every spell is 4 notes long.
Didn't know there were so many owls in these woods.
It does seem awfully suspicious, doesn't it, Bobbin?
That one is empty.
Oh. This must be the 4th owl that I need.
He's fast asleep.
Why not slow asleep? Wait, I already made that joke.
Ouch!
Oops. Oh. Let's see.
Destiny shall draw the lightning down from heaven, roll its thunder far across the sea, to where I wait upon the shore of wonder, on the day the sky is opened and the tree is split asunder.
I want that on my
The
tombstone.
day the sky is opened.
The day the sky is opened. Well, alright then. There we go. C, D, D, C. Okay.
All the holes are full now.
That's what she said. Let's see, which one is that? I think that's the light spell. We'll go try it out in the dark and see what happens. You may have noticed that that spell was actually palindrome, CDDC. The other spells we've seen were not. We'll delve into that in a little bit. Okay. Let's see if I was right. I'm gonna attack the darkness.
Wonderful. I can't see a thing.
Shut up, Bobbin. Yes. Now we can see. Perfect. Gold straw. Okay. Let's look at this. Wheel. D, E, D, C. Okay. Now I don't remember.
Don't these people ever clean up after themselves?
Well, we'll do them a favor, Bobbin. How's that sound? D, E, D, C.
I don't think I spun that right.
Okay, let's try it on this one.
It might help to point at something first.
Well, don't walk in place, you idiot, and this won't be a problem. There we go. That is the straw to gold spell, apparently. Now, remember how I mentioned that some spells are palindromes and some are not? Well, let's try reversing that spell. So that would be C, D, E, D. Observe. By reversing the straw to gold spell, I actually created a gold to straw spell. It's an important concept to remember. Oh, I already did that. As far as I recall, there are actually no dud spells in this game. So if you find a spell and it's reversible, you're probably going to need to use both at different points in the game. I'm actually keeping a list of spells now because they are semi-randomized. And I don't have them memorized.
Grass green. I hate that colour.
You already said that, Bobbin. Alright, let's see what
That's
it says.
the book of patterns. I already know what's in it.
Well, I don't know what's in it. Oops. G, F, F, E. G, F, F, E. I don't remember what that does. Alright, let's check out the die. D, D, C, D.
Grass green. I hate that colour.
Green. Yeah, we get the point, bro. Okay.
This wall hasn't been dyed yet.
Well, let's change that, shall we? Thank you, ma'am. So
Colour
DDCD
changed.
is a dye green spell. Well, let's try reversing it. I don't remember if this one can be reversed. It's not a palindrome, so I think this is the undye spell. Yep.
There. Looks much better in white.
As they always say, if it ain't white, it ain't right. Just kidding. Okay, so I checked every hut. Hey, 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 little seagulls. E, C, E, D. Let's try it out, see what happens.
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
Well, what did it do? Alright, let's try reversing it. It may give us a clue as to what it does.
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
Wonder what that does. Alright, let's try it on a different goal. No. Okay. Let's see what's this. Clam. E-C-E-D. They're trying to teach us the spells in logical ways, so we gotta try spell on every... see how it's blue? Oh wait, E-C-E-D, that's open. I already knew that. Oh. Well, look at that. They got me a new note. We can do any draft that requires F now. We don't have any that use F. Well, you know, we do have G, F, F, E, but we don't have G yet, so I don't know what that does. I should have wrote down where I learned that. Well, guess we'll I guess we'll find out. All right, now, if you'll recall, the gravestone that we read, our mother's gravestone, indicated that something will happen when the sky is opened. So, why don't we give that a little try-a-rooney? When I was a kid, actually, I discovered this one on my own. I felt pretty smart. In fact, I don't remember if I ever used a strategy game. Probably not, given how old the game is. Now we got a log. I believe we've been everywhere we can go on this island, so... Time to leave my home behind.
Is it over?
Why are you asking me? Come on, Bobbin, you can do better. Sorry. I've been told I have a very piercing whistle. No one's ever told me that. I'm making that up. Alright, well. I think that about sets the tone for the game. This is what we'll be doing throughout the entire game. Learning drafts and employing them in sometimes obvious, sometimes not so obvious ways. Opening the clam was pretty obvious. Opening the sky, on the other hand, unless you've been paying attention to the hints, you may not have thought to do that. Okay, get on the log, Bobbin. Oh, look, there's the birds, the swans. So there was 3 plus Hatchel. So that must be all of them that were present. Ooh. See, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, what the heck? Oh wait, one flew in. A swan flew in. I forgot. Okay, so there are 4 swans. C, F, C, C.
I think that's close enough.
One comic tactic to figure out what a spell does is once you learn it, cast the reverse on whatever taught it to you. Observe. Well, bam. Notice how that spell required F. If we hadn't learned all the spells on the first island, actually, now that I recall, we wouldn't have been able to do that. So, I guess maybe once again, they make it impossible for you to lock yourself out. Okay, I got me a G. Alright. Oops. That's interesting. It's over here. I see an Emerald City there in the background. C, G, C, G.
Halt! Who goes?
Well. Looks like a scrawny runt trying to sneak into our flocks.
Sneak! You call that sneaking? I heard them coming all the way in from town.
Thought you were going to fleece some shepherds, did you? Maybe we ought to take the shears to you instead.
Listen, I mean, I'm not looking for sheep or trouble. I'm looking for a flock of swans.
Swans?
Swans! You know, birds.
They know what swans are, you idiot.
Of course.
We should have known. Everybody comes here when they want swans.
Next you'll be telling us you're some sort of wizard off to fly away with them birdies.
Right.
Wizard? Wizard? You wouldn't happen to be the great wizard was telling us about, would you now?
Fleece?
He is sort of dressed like a wizard.
I don't know. He doesn't look very powerful to me.
Me neither. I say we don't let him by until we know for sure. Come on then, wizard. Let's see some magic. Or else... Going somewhere, little wizard?
They just used a
rob the
spell,
elders back
CGCG. Well, let's try reversing it.
It might help to point at something first.
Alright, shepherds.
There's nobody better at stealth than us shepherds.
Aye, and you'll have to do better than that to get past us.
So that must be the stealth spell. And then reversing it makes you appear. Okay, well, good to know. Well, I don't think I have any spell.
Come
that's
on,
going
lads. He's had enough. Let him go.
Some kind of wizard, eh?
Don't trip on your robe, little wizard.
Get on, you lazy bunch of yous. Back to work.
See? GC, GC. That's how you hide. got it written down here on my notepad, so we'll see what happens. Ooh. A very obvious cup there is probably something. Let's try to loop around and get to it.
I can barely hear what they're saying.
I trust Your Excellency is pleased with our progress?
That all depends on how far this sphere can help me see.
4 hours, most assuredly. Perhaps 6 with a bit of luck.
Only 6 hours? But I expressly requested 8.
Every sphere is unique, Bishop. It is impossible to accurately predict how well this sphere will perform.
I need at least 8 hours. 8 hours, Master Crucible. See to it. Hours. 8 hours.
Okay. Sorry, I was just checking the stream, make sure that the audio is coming through fine. It appears that it is, so we're good to go. 8 hours, huh? Well, I'm gonna look at this sphere. Where are you going? Where are you going? What are you doing? Ugh, you total idiot.
Huh. A glass bell. I wonder what will happen if... I'm dizzy.
Ah, look!
Who are you, lad?
And just what do you think you're doing up here?
I'm not sure. I just rang the bell and
Well, I'm sorry, but you're not supposed to be here.
Step back under the lens, please.
This is a restricted area. No visitors allowed.
Good day, sir.
Alright.
I guess I'm not supposed to go up there.
Oh, really? Nice observation, Bobbin. Let's see. Let's explore a bit. I've got a fairly good idea of what to do. What is this? Oh, a graveyard.
Welcome to Crystal Guards, stranger. I'm Master Goodmo, 31st in the Noble Guild of Glassmakers. And who might you be?
My name is Bobbin. Bobbin Threadbare of the, Noble Guild of Weavers.
A weaver! Tell me, is it true that to peer beneath a weaver's hood brings instant agonizing death?
I honestly don't know. Nobody's ever tried it with me. You have such a wonderful view of the sky here. Have you noticed a flock of swans flying this way?
Swans?
Swans. You know, birds.
Yes,
Everyone knows what
yes,
swans are,
swans.
stupid.
No, I haven't heard of any swan sightings. Look around to your heart's content, Weaver Threadbare. And remember, if you break it, you buy it.
Good one. Well, I'm sure I'll never see him again.
Softshod, wife of Lucent Bottleblow, here attained final clarity.
Final clarity must mean death. I'm guessing. Alright. Well. That's a second graveyard I visited. Let's see. What is this up here?
What's going on up there?
Well, why don't we find out firsthand? And this time, let's be a little sneaky about it.
That must not be the right draft.
Stealth didn't work. I wonder. Well, let's look around a little bit more. I really want to look at that. Let's come up here. Came in down below originally, so I have not been up here yet. Where are you going, Bobbin? Oh, back there. Okay. Oh, hey, look, glass elevator. Oh, okay. I wonder what this chalice is all about.
That's beautiful. I've never seen anything sparkle like that. Not even the long tapestry. What kind of glass is it?
It was carved from a single crystal of diamond.
Extravagant.
But I thought you were glass makers.
No, we are. Dear boy, this is none other than the famous Chromax conundrum, wrought by our distinguished founder, Lucent Bottleblow. His works once filled an entire museum, you know. And that was before the Great Dragon arrived in 7342. She blew through this city like a torch, melting and breaking our finest works, plundering our museums and treasuries until we had almost nothing left. It was awful, just terrible, really a miserable time. Even Bottleblow's greatest masterpiece, the first scrying sphere, was lost forever.
But you still have the conundrum.
And a lucky thing, too. It was on loan to the Guild of Vintners at the time. It is the sole remaining example of our founder's transcendent genius.
But I'm still curious. Why is it diamond instead of glass?
We've no idea at all. That's the conundrum, you see.
How convenient. Oh, hey. You telling me I could have just walked and... Whatever. Okay. Oh, I think I remember.
What's going on?
I got the workers targeted. Okay, now I'm going to cast the spell. Blue. Blue means good, right?
I wonder, did it work?
Only one way to find out. I'm going to assume since it was blue that it did in fact work, but... Pardon. We'll find out. Wham.
Our esteemed Bishop Mandible cuts quite a figure, doesn't he?
I don't doubt the Crucible's getting tired of bowing and... Why would the clerics want a scrying sphere anyway? I thought they didn't believe in the future.
Yeah, your guess is as lucid as mine, Flute. But Crucible appears to think that they're up to no good again.
Then why would he do business with them at all? Let alone sell them a sphere.
Well, you know, Crucible, he'd sell his own mother's spectacles if he thought there was a profit in it. And the clerics are paying off in cash.
Which should keep us in the clear for years to come. Still, I'm certainly pleased that Crucible's not taking any chances. This scythe might become very useful if our friend the bishop has been less than transparent with us.
Ouch!
Yes, very useful indeed.
A, G.
That scythe is even sharper than a weaver's spindle.
Sharp, I'm assuming.
That scythe is even sharper than a weaver's spindle.
Like, do they just not notice the light? I guess not. There we go. Okay. Scrying Scrying sphere. Pardon. Let's take a look. Oh, there's me. There's the shepherds. E. F. E. That was vague. C, F, G, C. Oh, that's the swan spell again. Let's see. Anything new? Okay. I think I've seen all the future that I can see. Interesting. Okay. Time to go. I'm gonna try something funny. Currently invisible to these poor saps.
That side is even sharper than a weaver's spindle.
Stop her! Over there. I don't believe this.
Looking for trouble, are you? You're certainly about to find it.
He'll not be the only one in trouble if Crucible finds him up here.
Not to mention what will happen if we get behind schedule. Listen here, lad. We have secret work to do and not much time to do it. Do you understand what secret means?
Yes, but it's very important that I get...
Good! Please step over to the lens now.
Stupid brat.
You said it.
Jeez, those guys are dicks. Well, the real reason I did that is I want to see all the unique dialogue if I can, because I want to hear the voice actors. They deserve it. Alright. I think that's just about everything here. I looked at the chalice, I went to the graveyard, I looked at the scythe, looked into the future, learned a new spell or two. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's go. Alright, now I saw the future. I used a spell EFFE, which did something to the shepherds.
He's back!
So are we.
I sure wish I knew a draft that would work on shepherds.
We do know a draft that works on shepherds, my friend. Whoa!
It's the dragon! He's after us!
Well, that worked. Funny, I don't feel very scary.
You don't look very scary either, my friend. Who's this?
Poor fella. He must have had a long night.
Dozing, huh? D, E, F, A.
Hey, you!
Hey, you!
Get away from here! Now I've got to go and round them all up again. And you'd better not be here when I get back. Go on now.
Woke him up and put him to sleep. Now these guys are white. White wool. This is gonna be funny. Remember this spell?
Hey, you! Green sheep. Who ever heard of green sheep? How am I supposed to watch sheep that I can hardly see? Go on now.
Those sheepies are very hard to see. This is very true. Alright. I think we've learned what we needed to from that. It's a big old field. Alright. What's this? Oh, another graveyard. Man, a lot of dead people in this world.
Some of these graves are really old.
Oh yeah, how can you tell? Oh, little baby sheepy.
Hello there.
Who said that?
I did. My name is Fleece, first chosen of the Guild of Shepherds. I wish we had time to chat a while and trade some tales, but we've got a serious problem on our hands.
What sort of trouble are you having?
It seems we've a dragon nearby who has an enormous appetite for fresh mutton. We breed our sheep for extra whiteness, so we cannot keep them on the meadows. She can spot them miles away. By now, the dragon has carried off so many that we may not be able to fill the cleric's order.
The clerics? I just saw the bishop at the glassmakers.
Bishop Mandible? He placed the order for 10,000 sheep.
10,000 sheep? That's enough to feed an army.
Yes, that had occurred to us too. You noticed our increased patrol in the forest. We'll deliver the sheep to the clerics if we can, but we won't trust them.
I suppose fighting the dragon will be out of the question.
Only a mage can save us. I see you've noticed my little friend.
She doesn't look at all well.
She isn't, and my songs of healing don't seem to be bringing her much comfort.
C-A.
I wish I were better with him.
Alright.
The flock is out to pasture. You'll find them there. Go forth, wizard, and may you return safely to our fold.
Well, okay. This is fairly obvious to me, maybe not to you. The spell I just cast before.
Fleece was right. They really are easy to spot.
I wonder if we can make them less easy to spot. I don't see him at all. Holy crap, it's a dragon! Well, alright then. It's quite the scream, Bobbin. Oh, goodness.
Well, what have we here? Oh, that's what comes of being in such a blazing hurry, I guess. I thought you looked a bit scrawny. Oh, why, you'd hardly make a decent kindling. Have you no manners, lad. Stop staring at me.
Oh, was I staring? So sorry.
Oh, don't mind me, love. I get rather crotchety on an empty stomach.
Does that mean you're going to incinerate me then?
Incinerate you? Oh my, aren't you the foxy one? I haven't created any fire since my last mating season, and you don't want to know how many centuries ago that was. No, that's much too much heat for me these days.
You mean you can't breathe fire?
Can't? Let's just say I won't. Just between you and me, love, the stuff gives me the heebie-jeebies. Can't take your eyes off me, can you?
That's quite a bit of gold you have there.
That? Oh, that's nothing compared to what it used to be. Piled floor to ceiling it was. Everyone said it was the most beautiful lair anywhere, and right they were too. Then one day, last spring it was, comes along this third-rate wizard who botched up everything. He tried to get the volcano to blow, but only shook up the place in a huge earthquake instead. Broke all my fancy glass, mind you, and made off with most of the gold, too. The only thing he left me was a gorgeous glass ball.
The glass ball you stole from the glassmakers, I'm assuming. Alright.
It's gold again. What useless stuff.
What do I know about gold? I know a gold to straw spell. How do you like that, dragon?
Put it back the way you found it, now.
I have A now. Let's see.
Now that looks a lot more comfortable.
Thanks, love.
I have a spell on my list, GFFE. I don't remember what it does. Well,
Can't take your eyes off me, can you?
well, dragon, you look a little tired. Maybe you should go to sleep. So you needed to turn the straw, or the gold into straw to unlock the A, so I could do this.
Sheep. Gold. Sheep.
Are you ready for this, faithful watcher? You know what straw is compared to gold, right? Highly, highly flammable.
Eek! Fire! You haven't heard the last of me, you cheeky brat!
Wonderful. I can't see a thing.
Good thing I know a light spell, huh? Oh, what an interesting looking place.
appears I
there.
can't get there. It appears I can't get there from here.
Yeah, okay, Bobbin. You only have to say it once, bro. This path should lead me up there, I bet.
It appears I can't get there from here.
Not from here. Nope. I seem to be getting further and further away. Not my intention, but what are you gonna do? A really big show. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Here I come. Here I go. Bobbin, it feels like you're going the wrong way, bro. Oh no!
Guess I won't be going back that way.
F A F.
My own reflection.
Well, reflection. Oh, I remember what that spell was now. Alright, check this out. GFFE. It's a drain spell. This is the Lost Scrying Sphere. Okay, now I'm well acquainted with that spell by now. They don't want you to forget it.
Bishop Mandible. What in the world is he up to?
Okay, well, I think that's what I can learn from that.
It's already dry as a bone.
Let's try reversing the drain. Or I guess technically the dry spell. Interesting. I believe earlier in the game we could have experimented with that spell a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. Alright, Bobbin, let's go. How do you get out of here? Okay. Maybe I have to dry this.
My own reflection.
get out of here?
It might help to point at something first.
I'm so lost. Oh, okay. No. How do I get out of here? This way?
It might help to point at something first.
Try hole. Maybe I could try opening it?
That must not be the right draft.
I feel like I'm missing something here. What's
That
going
must
on?
not be the right draft.
Maybe, okay, I gotta refill this, I think. Or maybe cast my reflection spell on it? I feel like a real retard. I don't remember this.
That must not be the right draft. It might help to point at something first. It's already dry as a bone.
Well, shut up. AFED, maybe. That is the sleep spell. No.
That must not be the right draft. It's already dry as a bone.
Alright, let's look at that again.
Bishop Mandible. What in the world is he up to?
just don't... Where... Oh, just didn't go far enough, I guess? Jesus Christ, how annoying. There's really no indication I was doing the right thing. Oh, here's the exit that I was trying to get to all along.
Repair costs must be spiraling.
Come on. Spiraled. I wonder what spell. Oh, I'll tell you. It's the untwist spell, as I call it. Bam. That was ominous. Look, another graveyard.
These grave markers are forged from solid bronze. He's fast asleep. It might help to point at something first.
He's fast asleep, huh? Wonder what I'll do. Wake him up, maybe?
Hello there. What's that? Your music woke me up.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, not to worry. I'm Rusty Nailbender.
I'm Bobbin Threadbare, of the Weavers.
Weavers, eh? Our folk are blacksmiths. I'm supposed to be getting firewood for the master, but this plateau's being picked cleaner than a new blade. Come over here. That's us down there. The forge. That's what we call it. I've heard you weavers don't get out much. What's your business here?
I've been looking for a flock of swans.
Swans? No. No swans around here. Oh, say, all this talk has made me sleepy. A real pleasure, though. Oh, let me know if you find your swans. Oh.
That ground looks so comfortable. Alright, well, let's go. Thank you, Captain Exposition Rusty Nailbender.
Oh, who are you?
Just me, a friendly stranger?
This is a private guild, my strange young friend. The gate only opens for members.
I just so happen to have the perfect spell for the job. This is the reflection spell.
He's fast asleep.
Hello, young nailbender. About time you were coming home. Stoke's been looking for you, and he ain't real happy. You better get in there right now.
Thanks, chum. Sounds like they're forging. Hey, buddy. Hey,
Well, it's about time, you lazy idiot. I sent you out 4 hours ago for firewood, and you bring me back one scrawny stick. If your father weren't the foreman, I'd toss you in the furnace. You're just like the you's downstairs with the bishop right now. If that fire goes out and the cleric's swords don't get done...
I'm sorry, I had a bit of trouble.
Perhaps you'd like to offer your confessions to the bishop in person. I'd be happy to arrange it. Now give me that stick. I'm done dealing with the likes of you, Nailbender. I'll be back, and you'd better hope the furnace doesn't go out.
What a mess. I can't do anything without my distaff.
I know. What a stupid cockamamie plan.
That straw looks awfully comfortable, though. Oh, it must have a sleep draft woven into it.
Yeah, I bet that's what it is.
Imagine frightening a poor defenceless old thing like me. Caw. Well, I may not be much good with fire, love, but I still enjoy the taste of tender, firm young meat.
Okay.
One blasted stick of wood left, curse that lad. 10,000 swords to forge, and the furnace is about as cold as my chances for promotion. I don't believe this. Real nice of that Weaver kid. Just wait until his turn comes. I'll be waiting for him on the outside.
Whoops.
Oh dear, that means trouble. If Elder Atropos saw his Starfleet so he'd have something to say about it. You could be sure of that. Careful now, old bird. Let's not singe the feathers.
Subtle. I might as well do him a favor while I'm here, right? I didn't mean to kill Rusty, I promise.
It's gold again. What useless stuff. It's locked.
Well, if only I knew an open spell.
Not a stick left.
Well, I got a solution for that. I know this. I don't think like any of this is required. I just thought it'd be nice. You know, kill that poor kid.
Now that's more like it.
Didn't mean to. Might as well, you know, give him some money and stuff, I guess.
The final blade is even now in the hands of our most skilled blade shaper, Your Excellency. How's it coming there, Edgewise?
I'm just putting the edge on the last sword, sir.
Good to hear it. No slacking off now. Let's get it finished.
You share with me a historic moment, Foreman. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How much longer must I wait?
The steel will ring out its final defeat, sir. Not much longer now.
Very good then. Carry on. Edgewise, is that blade not ready yet? His Excellency is still waiting.
The metal is proud, sir. It does not yield easily to my blows.
More sweat will soften it, I trust.
It will be a blade to be reckoned with.
The Blade of Reckoning. It does have a certain apocalyptic ring to it. I trust I will not be kept waiting much longer.
Good metal rewards patience, Exalted One.
And our client rewards quick service. Now pound!
You know, I don't like this war. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
It might help to point us.
God dang it.
It's too noisy to spin any drafts in here.
The final blade is even now in the hands of our most skilled blade shaper, Your Excellency. How's it coming there, edgewise?
I'm just putting the edge on the last sword, sir.
Good to hear it. No slacking off now. Let's get it finished.
You share with me a historic moment, Foreman. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How much longer must I wait?
The steel will ring out its final defeat, sir. Not much longer now.
Very good then. Carry on.
It's too
Edgewise,
Gotta time
is
it
that
just
blade
right.
not ready yet?
Fast.
His Excellency is still waiting.
The metal is proud, sir. It does not yield easily to my blows.
More sweat will soften it, I trust.
It will be a blade to be reckoned with.
The Blade of Reckoning. It does have a certain
Kind of sounds vaguely like Mark Hamill.
apocalyptic
Maybe that's just me.
ring to it.
Batman.
Be kept
Okay, that was
waiting
not a
much
good
longer.
Mark Hamill. I'm not gonna do any impressions. I
Rewards
promise.
Patience, Exalted One.
And our client rewards quick service. Now pound!
I will pound.
It's about time he stopped. That hammering was making my head hurt.
I think I can just wait. Come on, game.
The final blade is even now in the hands of our most skilled blade shaper, Your Excellency. How's it coming there, edgewise?
I'm just putting the edge on the last sword, sir.
Good to hear it. No slacking off now. Let's get it finished.
You share with me a historic moment, Foreman. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How much longer must I wait?
I apologize.
The steel will ring out its
Anyone
final
watching this?
defeat, sir.
It's not my
Not
fault.
much
It's kind of my
longer
fault.
now.
But
Very
I don't
good
want it to
then.
be-
Carry on.
There we go. I just reversed the sharp spell, made it dull.
What? What evil is this? A witch's curse has twisted the final blade.
A curse, Edgewise? I think not. It would take more than a mere witch's curse to ruin my plans. You there! Could it be that this little prank is of your doing? Yes? Well then, I would be honored to have you as my guest at the cathedral. I know some other curses that may amuse you.
I'm getting really tired of this.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bishop Mandible, trans-ultimate apostle of the anti-secular conclave of clerics.
I know. Am I expected to kneel?
Silence, you impudent punk!
This is my assistant, Cobb.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And you require no introduction. Your cloak and staff betray your origins. But I must say I'm surprised to find you here. It's been quite a long time since any weaver bothered to leave that dreary little rock you call home. Loom. So provincial. I can't help but wonder what impelled you to leave it now.
His Excellency asked you a question.
I know. I'm ignoring it.
Ah, recalcitrance. I see.
Shall I fetch the instruments of persuasion, Master?
Please forgive my assistant his eagerness. I fear Cobb is not very worldly. He does not understand the dangerous power of a weaver.
Dangerous? Your Reverence, him?
Quite dangerous indeed, my dear Cobb. In fact, he could burst this flimsy iron cage open with hardly a second thought.
That's impossible, most exalted one. I inspect the locks personally every fortnight.
Observe and learn, then, for even now your prisoner plans his escape.
It's locked. That thread's too high for me.
You see, Cobb? An elusive breed, these weavers. Fortunately, however, they're quite helpless without their weaving sticks.
That distaff will never work for you.
Oh, no, my young friend, you're quite wrong about that. Come, let me show you why. Consider the common graveyard. There, the boundary between the living and the dead is indistinct.
Every graveyard's like that, so?
Now, imagine what might happen if this delicate boundary were to be somehow breached. Torn open, so to speak.
It's not that simple. You can't just rip the pattern apart like an old rag.
But it is that simple, my boy, and I can. I have only to lift this rod, and the legions of the dead will stream forth onto the plane of the living. A vast army of the dead, nourished by the shepherd's flocks, armed by the artisanship of the blacksmiths, guided by the glassmaker's sphere. All under the spiritual leadership of one supreme commander, me! The final hour is now at hand. The age of the clerics is upon us. I have preparations to attend to, Cobb. Don't let this boy out of your sight. He is to touch nothing. Do you understand me?
Perfectly, Your Excellence.
Lord Mandible, ruler of the universe.
What could possibly go wrong?
This of it. I'll have to change my station.
You're not so dangerous now, then, are you? Keep away from that. His Eminence said not to touch anything.
I wasn't going to touch it. Just looking, Cobb, that's all.
Just looking, eh? Well then, perhaps we can do a bit of a trade. How about I let you look in the sphere if...
If what?
Well, the legends say that to gaze upon an uncloaked weaver brings death. Naturally, we clerics aren't given to such silly superstitions, but I'm curious. Let's answer this one once and for all, shall we?
May we have some quiet, please? I can't even begin to invoke the dead with all that screaming.
Well, he can't say he wasn't warned.
I can't say anything at all. He's dead. You killed him. Alright, well, blah, blah, blah. Already seen this one a million times. What else does this sphere have to show us? Chicken. Maybe this one will actually be a clue. A hint, if you will. A black feather.
She looks hungry. I think I'll stay out of her way.
I see Cobb has been lax in his duty. No matter. You're just in time to witness the dawn of a new era.
You don't have the slightest idea of what you're doing. The pattern is already worn and frayed. If you rip a hole in it now, the consequences will be beyond anything you can imagine.
Spare me your weaver mysticism, boy. The time has come when the dead shall no longer envy the living.
That was the open spell, in case you couldn't tell.
You've torn the pattern completely open.
And with it, the eyes of the dead. Behold!
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Who dares disturb the peace of those who sleep?
I welcome and greet you, noble spirit. I am Bishop Mandible, Transultimate Apostle of the Anti-Secular Conclave of Clerics. And whom have I the honor of summoning?
I don't think I want to be part of this conversation.
No one obeyed any summoning of yours, foolish mortal. I have summoned you. I am Chaos. You have merely opened the door, and I have passed through it. For this, you shall be rewarded. Join me now, as my slave.
That was absolutely disgusting.
Much too long since my last visit.
I can't seem to hold on to this thing.
Where did that beastie go? There it is.
Stop!
Oops. What's in here?
I'd better not wander off too far. Rusty? Is that you? You don't look at all well.
I'm not well. Actually, I'm dead.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say a thing. What do I matter? I'm just another one of the dead.
Oh, Rusty, I feel terrible. I
And
didn't know.
that's not even the end of it. I go outside to wait for doomsday, like a good little ghost seed. But no sooner do I get settled again, but some stupid idiot shreds the universe apart and hauls us all back inside. There are a lot of very unhappy dead wandering around here, let me tell you.
I know. I was there when it happened.
I might have known this was all your fault.
No, it wasn't me. The bishop managed this one all on his own.
Yeah? Well, there's going to be hell to pay, literally. There's talk among the dead that they're going to take over the world, starting with the Forge. My home, where we used to build strong things, good things.
Well, I'm sorry, Rusty, okay?
Thanks, but no thanks, friend. It was you and your stupid stick that got me into this mess. Not so fast there. You're not leaving me like this. I mean it.
There's nothing left but bones.
I learned a heal spell earlier. There you are, Rusty. Sorry about that, friend.
You did it. You brought me back.
It is what you wanted, isn't it?
Believe me, being alive is a lot more fun than being dead. But how did you do it?
Well, healing your body was easy. You're alive because the pattern is torn and your soul was free to return to this side.
Well, I must go, Bobbin. I've got to know what happened to the rest of my guild.
And I must do the same. Good luck, Rusty. And be careful.
Good fortune to you too, my friend.
Alright. DECE. Gotta undo what the stupid idiot cleric did. Perfect. Probably want to close this one too. Didn't mean to pause it, sorry. Alright. I'm just bobbing along. I'm funny. Oh no!
You are too late, wizard. The dead have increased their numbers here. Those not dead are suffering, and my songs were again useless. All that's left for us is to put an end to their misery. Come, and extend your help, if you can.
If only... If only I knew how to heal. Don't you remember, lady? You taught me this spell.
Fleece, what became of us? I was just walking among legions of dead.
You were saved by the mercy of yonder boy. We have not had the chance to thank you properly, wizard. But our memories are long, and we will not forget you soon. Hail and farewell. Come along now, before the dead ones return to the harvest.
Bobbing along, bobbing along. Notice how I'm popping out in every graveyard. Because that's where the boundary is weakest.
Master Goodmold.
Ah, the Weaver boy. At least you've escaped the terror of the Dead Ones.
It appears the Crystal Guard has not been so fortunate. But I don't understand. Why did you not use the Great Scythe?
We never doubted the scythe could save us. No, never, no indeed. Even chaos must fall under its blade. But we could not do it. To unleash such merciless evil would show us to be no better than our enemies. The entire world would have feared us when it was done. And to have become so much like our enemy was unthinkable. Just unthinkable.
And so you didn't use it?
We knew the price. The best we could hope for was to defend it bravely. But we are not warriors.
You mean Chaos stole the scythe?
We did what we could, but it was not enough. Remember us, my young friend. Tell the word that we fought with courage and chose death with clarity. Above all else, clarity.
Could have healed you, bro. Alright, Chaos has the scythe. That's no good. Oh, nice. I don't know any drafts that require B, I don't think. What is this?
Welcome, Bobbin. You have joined us here at last.
Where am I?
You are outside the pattern, the home of the dead, and of those transcended.
The Shore of Wonder?
Yes, Bobbin, the Shore of Wonder. And you are the first to behold it with mortal eyes.
Well, who are you?
Your journey has been long, and you must have many questions.
You're the swan that appeared each year on my birthday, aren't you?
You saw me clearly then. I was never sure, but those visits meant so much. My only chance to watch you grow. You see, the elders forbade me to set foot on Loom Island just after you were born.
I thought you came to visit me, but I never quite believed it.
Call it a mother's curiosity. For indeed, Loom child, that is who I am.
My mother is a swan?
Indeed. In mortal life, however, I was Lady Signa Threadbare, banished by the elders 17 long years ago for drawing an unforeseen infant out of the loom. How I've longed to know you, and you to know me, my son.
Liar. That's just not true. My mother is buried in the weaver's graveyard.
Dear Hetchel, she and the elders put that stone there so you wouldn't ask too many questions. Hetchel vowed to protect you forever, Bobbin. She is my dearest friend, and she loves you very much. But I fear her love has driven her to recklessness.
What do you mean? Where is she?
She flew off to Loom Island to confront the Dead Ones.
The Dead Ones are after her?
It's not Hetchel they're after, my son. They want the Loom itself. If Chaos masters its secrets, the pattern will be hers to control. Hetchel plans to destroy the Loom if Chaos doesn't consume her first.
No, I've got to go back there, now!
You won't get far in that direction. The Loom lies beyond the lake. No, you must try a more subtle strategy.
Oh. What do you propose?
The Dead Ones move between the holes your bishop friend rent in the pattern.
Her eyes. They're just like mine.
You have bird eyes, bro?
It might help to point at something first.
Mind yourself, Bobbin. Get your distaff ready. You must unmake the loom now before chaos takes control.
What? How? I don't know what draft to use.
Birds and children have no business wielding such power.
Weavers are the only ones who do have the right to use this power.
Destiny has blessed you, young Threadbare. For you alone will live on to pass your guild secrets to others more worthy of them. I invite you to serve my new empire as advisor.
Me? You? Advisor?
Of course, I will expect your full cooperation in this historic exchange of goodwill. After all, anything else may bring harm to our relationship.
Don't listen to her, Bobbin. Heed me now. Here are the threads that will unmake the loom.
Silence.
Rachel, say something, please. I need that draft.
Enough! I lose patience in the presence of inferior beings. You will now instruct me in the use of this fascinating instrument.
Over my dead body.
Preference noted.
Jeez. B A G F.
I advise you not to approach me too closely, Weaver boy. Throw away that stick, young fool. Your Weaver magic can't begin to touch me.
Alright. FG Amy.
Thank goodness. Now, Bobbin, quickly. The threads you need are...
Ducks are meant to be eaten, not heard. Now, I believe we were discussing the secrets of the loom.
You're so evil, Chaos. I don't like it. B F B.
That's not helping.
Close your eyes now, Bobbin. But keep your ears open. Here descends the third shadow.
That bird has annoyed me once too often. Now, my esteemed advisor, where were we before we were so rudely distracted?
Hetchel's black feather. She left one behind.
And so she did. I think I shall keep it as a souvenir of our little encounter.
I want that feather. Give it to me.
My, impudent, aren't we?
BCCB. That's unmake. Idiot. Chaos.
Bobbin! Bobbin, you did it! The loom is unmade!
You ignorant fools! Do you comprehend what you have done? None of us can pass across this rift your weaver mischief has so blindly created. Your pious meddling has brought the end of my dream. You will hear for all eternity the cries of those you have abandoned, Bobbin Threadbare. You will always know that you have left them under my rule.
We abandon no one. When our side of the pattern is mended, we will return and put an end to your evil.
Come, Loom Child. It is time for us to begin our destinies anew.
Leaving so soon, Weaver? I was looking forward to spending more time with you.
I can finally cast the Swan spell.
Fly away while you can, young Threadbare, and know that we will most assuredly meet again.
I am ready, Mother.
That's
Let's
ominous, Chaos. The real disappointing thing about this is it was originally supposed to be a trilogy, but they never made the other two, so we don't know how this story is actually supposed to end. There's some fans working on a sequel, but I don't know if it's going to adhere to the planned story or not. Anyway, that was Loom. Short game, not too difficult. I did have the advantage of knowing all the puzzles already, of course. But thanks for joining me. We'll be doing this again soon with other games. So